We're going to look at a u-sub interval that's a little bit trickier than the usual. In this one, I've got the integral of an x minus 2 in the numerator and an x plus 3 in a denominator. We're going to follow the same steps, except we're not going to think of that u as our inner function. We want to think of u as something that we can simplify, and if I had just a single thing, just a u in that denominator, it would make my life so much easier. Now, this method works on examples like these. It really works when you've got two different layers, but they both have the same degree. Notice how I've got x to the first in the denominator and x to the first in the numerator. So I've got an additional step. I need to replace all of the x's to be in terms of u, including that x in the numerator. So I need to solve for x in terms of u. I'll show you just how to do that. And then that last step is going to be the same, computing our du. Let's dive in, starting with that u definition. So I'm going to let u be that denominator x plus 3. Next, I need to solve for x in terms of u. So if I take this and subtract a 3 from both sides, I end up with u minus 3 is equal to x. That takes care of that value right there. That's going to be a u minus 3. And then finally, I need to take care of the dx, and I'm going to do that by taking the derivative of u. So du is the derivative of x plus 3, which is going to be my dx. So I can replace that dx with our du. I am ready to write my integral in terms of u. So I get the integral of, let me go ahead and put my fraction bar in here, x, which is u minus 3, minus 2 is still there, so minus 2. My denominator was x plus 3, that's u, and then finally dx gets replaced with du. Now watch how nice this turns out. Let's simplify what we've got. In my numerator, that gives me a u minus 5 divided by u du. I can take that fraction and I can separate it. So I've got u underneath both things in the numerator. So I end up with the integral of u divided by u minus 5 divided by u du. That 5 divided by u is going to turn into a logarithm, but that u divided by u is just 1, which is really nice. 5 divided by u du. I'm just about there. The integral of 1 in terms of u is u. I'm going to pull that minus 5 on the outside, and I'm going to think of this as minus 5 times 1 over u. Now I can take the integral of 1 over u, which is my natural log of u. So natural log, I'm going to put absolute value bars here of u. And then I've got my plus c on the outside. Now I've got one more step, and I want my answer to be in terms of x. So as I'm getting this in terms of x, I need to go ahead and replace u with what it was. U was x plus 3. That's going to replace that u, and it's going to replace that u. So I end up with x plus 3 minus 5 natural log. I'm going to put that in absolute value. X plus 3 replaces that u, and then plus a c, and we've got our answer. You are doing fantastic. I've got another video for you here.